going on, guys? Furkan here, and today we're going to be talking about something not Call of Duty related. The gameplay is just in the background for you, for just something to watch. This is like a video vlog gaming, one of those types of videos, so just in case you're new to the channel, that's how it goes here. And welcome. So this video right here is going to be about how I lost weight, why I did it, how long did it take, how I did it, my diet, my workout routine, everything. I'm going to try to condense this all in under 10 minutes. So here we go. When I first was like created, right out of my mom's like womb, I was a skinny kid until like 6th or 7th grade. I was just bone dry skinny. My aunts and uncles would be like, "Wow, Furkan, are you ever gonna gain weight?" And it's funny. I feel like they jinxed me because from 7th grade all the way until the senior year of my high school, I was just fat. I just gained weight like that. I don't know what happened. I hit puberty late. Who knows? Maybe. But yeah, it's crazy. And I've just been like fat in a span of like 12 to 18 years. So it's like 6 whole years of just like being overweight. And at a point, I was actually obese according to the whole BMI calculator when you enter your weight, your height, and yeah. So I was like, what the hell? So I had to do something about it. So why I did it? Well, the main reason was, boy in high school, why does he want to get in shape? Because of girls. Like, there's no other way to put it. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was definitely one of the biggest motivation things for me. I know it sounds shallow. I know you're supposed to work out, be healthy for yourself, but I wanted to get them bitches. So that was a prime motivation to me. But then that kind of went away because I found out that you attract the wrong type of woman when you're just really fit. And if that's the only thing you have going for you, just being fit, you'll just attract the wrong kind of people. And I learned that the hard way, and that's what life's all about. So that's why I did it, and eventually I'll tell you the better reasons as I matured. I'm 21 now. I lost weight when I was like 19. So I know it's only been 2 years, but I feel like I have grown a lot since then. How I did it? Well, I did a lot of research. I was a big nerd in high school. I loved reading science literature. I loved reading articles, and every time I read an article, I made sure it was backed up by scientific evidence and not just bro science. You guys know what bro science is. Eat 10 small meals a day and you're gonna get ripped, bro. And then the same advice applies if you want to bulk up, which that doesn't make sense. Eat more to gain weight or eat more to lose weight. How can you do both and gain and lose weight at the same time? So I threw away all that nonsense and I did my research. That's the first tip I can give you guys. Just be smart. Bodybuilding.com, don't even go there. They're just trying to sell you shit. That is literally it. Every article there, it's like, oh, if you want to lose weight, they'll have a huge workout routine. They'll be like, but this works well if you go to this link and buy this pre-workout, or else it's not gonna work. Like, don't even do that, guys. Just be smart. Stick to the basics. How I did it, I read about low carb diets, so I started the whole low carb ketogenic thing. So when I was really heavy, it worked really fast. I felt great because I had a lot of fat reserves on my body. My body could handle the low carb. If you're obese and overweight, definitely do low carb. I started at around 50 grams of carbohydrates a day. That's pushing it. That is at the minimum. Like the max. Yeah, minimum. The minimum amount you can you should start with. You can go up to 100 grams of carbs. My majority of my food was chicken. I didn't care if it was breast or thighs, really. It doesn't matter. Just eat it. As long as your carbs are under 100 grams, you have leeway for so much fat and protein, and you're going to feel great. You're going to feel energetic just because your body is transitioning to this thing called ketosis, where it's using ketones as a primary source of fuel rather than glucose. Glucose, it's still in your body. You need it because your brain runs on it. If you don't have glucose, you're going to die. So ketosis, I was under ketosis for quite a bit. I was under ketosis for around, I'd say 3 or 4 months, and then I started leaning out. I started at 216 pounds, and this picture right here is going to show you how I looked like. And then for 3 months there, I lost around, I'd say from 216 to like 175. Then I started getting really lightheaded. I started feeling a little weaker. So I did my research on it. And the scientific literature that I read about was, I don't remember on the top of my head. This was years ago. If I could find it, I'll link it in the description, or the author's name. It's just not coming up to me right now. But what I did then was I started incorporating a little more carbohydrates in my diet. I pushed it up to 100 grams. I started at 50. So the majority of my carbs came from fruit, fresh fruit only, no dried, no canned, because it's so sweet. It's not filling. The fiber in it is not good. I had apples, bananas, oranges, pears sometimes, and also berries. Berries are an amazing fruit. You can eat like 10 whole strawberries, and that's only 20 grams of carbs or something like that, with like 8 grams of fiber, and it's so filling because all the seeds and the skin. And apples, you have one big apple, 25 grams of carbs right there. That'll just absorb so slowly in your body. You'll have a steady amount of glucose. It's not like a donut. When you eat a donut, you feel great for like 5 minutes and then you crash. It's not like that. So also, as I substituted rice for cauliflower rice, so what you do is you take a cauliflower and then you put it in a food processor. You grind it up, you add around half a tablespoon of butter on that, and you stick it in the microwave with a little bit of water in there, and then it tastes like white rice with literally like in a whole cup of cauliflower rice, you'll get 10 grams of carbs versus like 60 on rice. So that's what I did. Diet wise, I ate a lot of fish. That's really it. I don't want to give you the whole like the secret formula, because there is none. It's a lot of just dedication. It's a lot of, there's gonna be times where you're hungry. That's gonna happen. That's part of just losing weight. It's just pushing your mind and body to a healthy limit. You know, if you feel really nauseous, then you should do something about it. Speaking of nausea, make sure you drink a lot of water. Definitely more than the whole USDA recommends, especially if you're losing weight, because you need to increase your water intake if you're gonna lose weight. I know it doesn't make sense, but you're just losing all those fluids. You're losing just body mass, so you need to stay hydrated. It also boosts your metabolism. Hot or cold water, it doesn't matter. They say cold water burn some calories. You could do that. Everything little counts, but just make sure you drink your water. I'd say around, not a whole gallon, but like 3/4 of a gallon should be enough. How long did it take? The whole process and the whole transformation took me around from September of my first college semester to around February, March of my spring semester. That's when I was like prime time, like in the best shape of my life. Right, I would kind of look like this. I'm a little heavier now just because it's a little cold where I live. So I don't want to be skinny and cold. That's not fun, guys. It's okay to have a little fat sometimes, especially during this time of the year where the weather is just freezing. I'm wearing socks and sweatpants right now, and I'm on the 3rd floor of my house. What else? How long did it take? Yeah. My workout routine. Okay, so my workout routine, there's nothing crazy about it. I ran every single morning 3 miles minimum. There's a point where you're gonna stop losing weight when you do the same workout routine. Yes, that's true, but that's more for just keeping my head straight. Running in the morning, if you can walk in the morning, if you start off your day doing something productive and something healthy like that, even better than having a big breakfast, because all that time you woke up in the cold, or it's really hot wherever you live, and you just get up. That'll make your whole day better, and all those endorphins running on it makes the hunger bearable. And as for other cardio, I did a lot of weights. I did 5-3-1 windlers, heavy lifting. Yeah, I lifted really heavy. When you're losing weight, from my research, you should stick to heavy weight, and you should try to not build muscle mass, because technically you can't build muscle when you're losing weight, but you're trying to maintain or increase your strength as you're losing weight. Because when you're really fat, you have muscle in you. Like, you're low-key a fine motherfucker. You're low-key shredded. Everyone who's just really fat, you have to have muscle to carry all that fat if you're walking around. So you want to keep that muscle while burning off the fat. So just I followed that program. I didn't do too much bodybuilding curls. I didn't do none of that. I was a lot like I'm pretty like bodybuilder-ish kind of now. I do a lot of martial arts now and a lot of more high intensity cardio, but I was a little bigger. So that picture, it shows that you can do a lot of heavy lifting while losing weight, and that's seriously the best way. Abs, I kind of did abs here and there. I stuck to my core lifts, the deadlift, the bench press, the squat. I did some ab raises here and there, but those 3 main core, and also military press, I should say 4. Those 4 core lifts right there, they will build your whole body. Those stabilization muscles when you're standing up, doing a military press like that, or having a 200 pounds on your back and squatting ass to grass ATG style, you're just gonna build naturally that core muscle. So don't worry too much about 20-minute circuit training, 20-minute ab routine. That's all bullcrap. Just stick to the heavy lifts. If you're scared to do deadlifts, there's some. If you go to your local gym, there are like deadlift machines. There's leg presses. Just make sure you're recording your weight you do, and try to improve some way every single week of being better at it. Let's say you squatted 200 pounds this week, right, for 5 reps. Next week, try doing 200 pounds for 6 reps. And then like, if you're stuck on that for a little bit while, increase your sets. That's called progressive overload right there. You're going to increase the muscle tension in your body. It's going to force it to either build muscle if you're in a caloric surplus, and if you're in a caloric deficit, which what we're trying to do, it's going to maintain the muscle you have, or at least most of it, because you can't maintain all your muscle as you're losing weight. There's always a little bit of like amino acid deficiency and all that scientific mumbo jumbo. So that was basically it, guys. So to sum it up, I was really fat, depressed, I had to take control of my life, and I read about keto, low carb. I did that. I lost some weight. Initially, like 30 pounds or something, just fat. I felt great, but then I started getting a little nauseous, because when you're leaner and your carb is at a low amount, it's hard to burn the fat off your body. So I slowly increased the carbs, I slowly increased the cardio, and I made sure to hit the weights at least 3 times a week, trying to get stronger every single week some way, whether it's increasing my sets, reps. I followed the 531 Windler's powerlifting program. I did that. Amazing program, guys. If you can find a program that works for you, just stick to it. I promise you, if you stick to it, if you get better at it, you will see the results. And that's it for this video, guys. If you have any other questions, please leave it in the comments below. I will respond to it as soon as I can, but I gotta go to class now, then I'm hit the gym. Peace out.